growing up, I would always wake up on Saturday morning to the smell of my dad's fresh brewed coffee. It smelled so good, but I never drank it. My grandparents also drank it though. They would make it every day right after dinner. It seems like coffee is everywhere in the United States, whether it be at stores or restaurants to places like banks or car dealerships offered complimentary. Well, now that I do drink it, I thought to myself, what if there's a way to make coffee better for you, to make it better for your health and for your body? Well, it turns out there is a way, and that's to drink cold brewed coffee instead of traditionally brewed coffee. Now, there are 2 points to this argument, and that is that although traditionally brewed coffee is drank in most places in America, it's not necessarily good for you. And the second is that cold brew coffee is on the uprise. But although traditionally brewed coffee is found in most homes in America, it's not really good for you. In 2013, the National Coffee Association did a market research study, and they found that 83% of American adults drink coffee. 63% of American adults drink at least 1 cup of coffee per day. That's a lot of coffee. Now, in her 2012 article, Hot Debate Over Cold Brewed Coffee, Amy Eddings tells us how traditionally brewed coffee is made. And that is to take hot water between 195 degrees and 205 degrees Fahrenheit and pour it over your coffee grounds. Then it will drip through a filter, and there you have your coffee. Now, this coffee tastes wonderful to most people right after you drink it, but after about 45 minutes go by, it's not exactly very good anymore. It gets bitter, and it's not something you want to drink. Most people try to remedy this by adding milk or sugar to their coffee, but if you only add a little bit of sugar, then your coffee will start to taste salty. So you add more and more, making your coffee worse for you. And then it's doubly not good for you. In addition to the added sugar, Mr. P.J. Boekma, in his 1999 journal, Coffee and Gastrointestinal Function, coffee has a pH level of between 5 and 6. Now, as you can see, pure water has a pH level of 7, and everything that has a lower number than that is acidic. Since coffee has a pH level of 5, that means it is more acidic than saliva and cow's milk, but less acidic than tomato juice and beer. Mr. Boekman also tells us that coffee, since it includes acids, can cause gastroesophageal reflux and then lead to heartburn, making you not feel very well at all. Well, now that we have talked about traditionally brewed coffee, we'll go on to talk about how cold brewed coffee is on the uprise. In her 2015 article, What is Cold Brewed Coffee and Why is Everyone into It?, Miss Brianna Murray tells us how to make cold brewed coffee. To do this, you take your coffee grounds and you soak them in either cold water or room temperature water for between 12 and 24 hours. Then you take a filter and let the coffee drip through, and you're done. Since there's no hot water involved, the acids that are found on the coffee beans are not transferred into cold brewed coffee. Therefore, more of the flavor of the bean comes out, and any other flavors like coffee, nuttiness, chocolate, or fruit. In addition, cold brewed coffee won't go bad after sitting out for a couple hours. The sailing rate of traditionally brewed coffee, it starts to go down almost immediately after you make it. After even 5 days, the coffee freshness will start to go stale. The Japanese people already use this method of coffee, as Americans are not the first to discover it, and it was called the Kyoto coffee. According to Mr. Tony Naylor, in his 2014 article, Coffee, How Cold Brew Became the Hot New Thing, the Japanese method has transferred over to the United States. Now, in Mr. Paul Stevens' 2013 article, Cold Brew Coffee Gaining Popularity, the most popular brewing system for cold brew coffee is called the toddy system. Coffee made using this system has 67% less acidity than in traditionally brewed coffee, so it's better on your stomach. In addition, it lasts for up to 2 weeks in freshness, and that's a lot longer than the 5 days of traditionally brewed coffee. In conclusion, it's safe to say that cold brew coffee is far superior to traditionally brewed coffee. We talked about how traditionally brewed coffee, although found in most American homes, is not necessarily good for your health. Then we talked about how cold brew coffee is on the uprise in America. Well, if you're looking for an alternative to drinking traditionally brewed coffee, then I urge you to drink cold brew coffee instead. Not only is it better for your health, but it also enhances your taste buds and it's something new. What more could you want?
Coke.